Who's driving? I, 23 female, was driving back home with my older brother, 25, after hanging out with friends in the suburbs of Chicago. It was nearly 3 a.m., and we were cruising along a deserted stretch of Riverside Drive following the river. I have no idea why my brother insisted on taking this road instead of the main highway. Far ahead, the trees formed an impenetrable black wall. The night was pitch dark, the road empty, with nothing but the hum of the engine and the creepy narration from a true crime podcast we'd foolishly left on. At first, there wasn't another car in sight on the long, lonely road. Then suddenly a pair of taillights appeared ahead. As we got closer, the car signaled right and pulled to the side. My brother frowned, but I thought, probably just someone avoiding being followed. But as soon as we passed, the car suddenly sped up, tailing us closely. It pressed right behind our bumper, then swerved left, cutting in front to block our lane. A chill ran down my spine. The car pulled over to the side again. When our headlights lit it up, my brother and I froze. There was no one inside the car. Impossible. The car had stopped right in front of us, doors closed, and no one had gotten out. On that dark stretch of road, with no street lights or house lights, the sight sent shivers down our spines. After we drove past, I told my brother to stay in the left lane and keep going. But seconds later, in the rearview mirror, we saw it chasing us again, this time keeping a distance of about 100 feet. I held my breath, watching it. Then the headlights suddenly went out. Goosebumps covered me. In the middle of nowhere, we had no clue where it had come from. There were no side streets connecting to this road. Suddenly, the blind spot warning beeped. The car had reappeared right beside us in the dark. Then its headlights flicked on, blinding us, and it shot past, leaving us behind. Before we could process what happened, another car appeared far ahead, this time with someone inside, and I felt a wave of relief. The mysterious car vanished completely after that. Even now, I like to convince myself that it was probably a prank by some bored teenagers. But sometimes when I think about Riverside Drive, where so many strange accidents have happened and rumors of driverless cars linger, I wonder if there was something else going on. Night shift at the nursing home. I had just started a night shift at a small nursing home on the outskirts of Portland, already eerie enough in the daylight. On my first night, I overheard whispers about the new wing, a section rumored to be haunted. 2 years ago, an elderly man lived there. Kind and gentle, he tended the garden and helped others. One afternoon, he asked a staff member to borrow a hose to water the plants. Seemed normal. No one thought much of it. An hour later, after the shift change, the manager noticed the hose hadn't been returned. Staff rushed to look, only to find the man hanged from an old oak in the backyard. Ever since, the wing had been different. Staff swore they saw his ghost roaming, with a pale face and hollow eyes staring into the rooms. A few nights ago, during my first overnight shift, around midnight, I was cleaning the windows of the old wing. In the reflection, I saw a pale face, eyes dark and sunken, mouth twisted, standing right behind me. I spun around. No one there. The residents were asleep, the kitchen staff far away. Only me and the freezing air of the hall. Hours later, around 3 a.m., I was sitting outside in the parking lot with a coworker. She suddenly froze, staring at the empty road. Trembling, she gestured for me to look. A tall, thin shadow stood in the middle of the deserted street. Shrouded in a gray mist, taller than me by a head. Its face was nothing but white, its eyes black voids. I couldn't tell if it was looking at us or down the street. We froze, staring. A minute passed. The shadow lifted a foot and moved slowly, eerily. I ran outside, thinking someone was lost, but as I reached the street, it vanished. It hadn't walked the length of the road, hadn't turned down an alley, hadn't entered a house. It just disappeared like smoke. Later, we realized two horrifying things. Its posture was rigid, utterly unnatural, and it had no arms.
I never forgot.
The midnight photo on a sweltering June night in Chicago. 2025 Alex, a young office worker living alone in a small apartment in Lincoln Park, trusted the little green light on his phone's camera as a sign of security. It only lit up when the camera was actively in use, or so he thought. It started small. Sometimes Alex would unlock his phone and notice the camera app running, even though he hadn't touched it. He assumed he'd accidentally tapped it. Nothing to worry about. Then came the photos. Black images appeared in his library each morning, just pitch black frames, as if someone had snapped a wall in a room with no light. He deleted them, chalked it up to accidental taps, until he got a new phone. No backups, no restored apps, clean slate. The first night, he plugged it in by the bed and fell asleep. When he woke, there was another black photo, time-stamped 2:13 a.m. No apps running. No cloud sync. No explanation. But it was there. Every night, the camera activated at exactly 2:13 a.m. for 60 seconds. Alex set up another phone to film the room, screen down on the table. The recording was useless, only static and flickering lights at 2:13 a.m., like something didn't want to be seen. A week later, he woke to the unmistakable feeling that something had moved in his room. Not an object, but the air itself felt different. He checked his phone. This time there wasn't a black photo, there was a selfie. Blurry, shaking, taken from above Alex's sleeping face. In the reflection of his eyes, a figure lurked, smiling, panicked. Alex took the phone to a repair shop, scanned for malware, spyware, anything. Clean. He bought another phone. Clean. Disabled everything. But the black photos continued. Now the images weren't even on the phone, they came in emails. Blank emails, no sender, no subject, one attachment. One night, a 6-second video arrived. It started in darkness. Alex's face slowly appeared, illuminated by the faint blue glow of the camera. He was asleep. Behind him the shadow rose. The same figure from the photo, tall, thin, grinning, eyes gleaming. It leaned toward the camera and whispered, "Smile." Alex taped over all cameras, threw out phones, turned off all screens. If one day Alex disappears, maybe you should check your own photo library, because it might be there too.